Hello everybody, I'm Panrost, this is Horse. Welcome to Horse. We're Horse today. TRACKBLAZER is out. CM is here. Let's, frankly, go get it. Say I. Let me introduce you to my awesome runners first. We are end closer mains over here. We just are. First things first, Symboli Rudolf. Look at all these stats, yummy stats. I know you like those. None of these turned out perfect. Symboli Rudolf here has Nimble Navigator straight away. Spurt is missing Umamusume. You know, sometimes you really want Umamusume, but you can't always get what you want. Did get Daring Strike though, thanks to reasons. That is end closer number 1. End closer number 2. Golshi. Golshi got some ridiculous green skills. Didn't max speed. Again, terribly unlucky. Golshi, of course, you're not going to miss Umastan on Golshi. Golshi has Umastan built in, but we're just relying on straightaway spurt for accelerate. Well, I say just relying on. There is like a roughly it's either 1 in 6 or like 1 in 12, one or the other, that Radiant Star procs exactly the right time to give you a beauteous acceleration. But well, it's a get lucky kind of deal, basically. Either we get lucky or we do not get lucky. One or the other will happen. But this is the best Golshi I was able to build. I did not get a better Golshi than this. As enclosure number 2, and she does have the long S at least. We missed the long S on Symboli Rudolf. That's the trouble with these things. You never get everything. Well, maybe some of you get everything because you're lucky buggers, but me personally, I did not get everything. And then, lastly here, Mejiro Bright. Again, missing Umastan, but look at those numbers. Big speed, big stamina, big power, all of those are going to be over 1200 effective. Well, I mean, okay, I spent the extra skill points on sympathy, sue me. That's not going to proc unless something ridiculous happens, but best thing we can say about this horse, definitely not stamming out anytime soon. So yeah, those are the 3. They are not perfect, but they're the horses that I've got. So we're going to run them. Okay. We're going to run them, and because I left things quite late, we're going to get straight frickin' into it, my friends. Straight frickin' in. Let's start matching, shall we? Hi. I see you there. Any second now. Any second now. Race number 1. Late Searchers, huh? 1 pace chaser, Agnes Tachyon. That's going to be fun, isn't it? These people, I think, were expecting a bunch of front runners. Which, to be fair, I also was expecting a bunch of front runners. But no, this is a late surger freaking lobby. 4 end closers, 3, 4 late searchers, and then just for 1 lone pace chaser. So that is the Tachyon to beat. Let's go find her. Wait, that was her. Ooh, she might be in trouble. Might? No, she's definitely in trouble. That is not enough stamina. She's not going to make it. So, already feeling pretty good about this. This, for reference, 3,200 meters is long as heck. You need a lot of stamina. You need... Okay, you can get by with like 800 and just stack a bunch of recoveries. 1,002 gold recoveries is like the normal thing that people are aiming for. Why is Golshi in second? Golshi is just like that sometimes. Goofy horse. No, it's because she hit Umastan. That's why you bring Umastan on this. No, there's Umastan actually. What on earth am I talking about? She just did that naturally. In fact, we're almost at risk of Mejiro Bright getting too far ahead. Remember, Golshi to proc her ult needs to be 6th or further back. Mejiro Bright to proc her ult needs to be between 4th and 7th. She's in 3rd right now. She's not supposed to... She's in 2nd. We are getting up to what I would refer to as some absolute silly buggery here, but you know, maybe it's not all so bad. Okay, fourth, no, third, fourth. One more for fourth, please? Can we get back there? This is what happens when you take your ordinary lobby and just fill it full of late surges for some reason. Okay, so we missed the ability to show off a really cool thing I wanted to do with Mejiro Bright's ultimate. That's not happening this time because somehow she managed to stick in third the whole dang way around. Ridiculous. But we've got third, we've got fourth, we've got fifth. We're proccing all of our accelerations. Look at that. Now you proc it. Okay, sure, why not? Why the heck not? Just whatever. But this does mean we are in a very good position for this late race. Agnes Takuma is gonna stem out. She's gonna fall back. Simply Rudolf already ahead. Mejiro Bright in second. Goldship going to get third, hopefully. Now, behold thine Emperor's divine might. Just gonna absolutely break away from the pack. And we're out of there. We're freaking out of there, buddy. Sometimes everything goes completely wrong. Well, not wrong, necessarily. That's like the nice thing about end closing. If your end closes are too far forwards, yes, that's not what you want, but at the same time, it's not the worst thing that could happen to you, because if they're too far forwards, that means they're closer to the front, and they can still win. Yeah, those guys had no chance. Honestly, gonna be real with you, I've been having a real freaking fun time with TRACKBLAZER. This is the scenario. A lot of people were saying TRACKBLAZER is sending you to the Hell Dimension. That is not true. Well, it is kind of true, because it's the Hell Dimension. But when you get a good run, you get a good run. You just run all those races, you get lucky for a few turns on speed. And okay, this is more along the lines of what I was expecting. Front runners, look at them. One front runner, two front runners. Only two, three front runners. I can count. And then everything else is end closing. Yeah, these people have stat lines like my... These people have stat lines that are better than my stat lines, actually. These people have terrifying stat lines. Let's hope that we can kick their backsides, regardless. How'd you get all that, buddy? How'd you get all that? No need to think too much about it. Just get lucky. We don't have a huge amount of time. We don't have enough time to go and read through every single one of these horses' stats and kit. But it's fine, we don't need that. We just need to end close all over them. Hopefully, at least, this means that Mejiro Bright actually gets to do her thing. Hopefully. Remember, 4th through 7th, that's the range. Considering there are 3 front runners, she should not get ahead of 4th. Please, don't let her get ahead of 4th. Something really weird has happened in that case. Of Calm Mind, Go Home Specialist, all very good. Ramp up. And now... Ooh, Daring Strike goes pretty early, actually. Now hopefully we can see some ultimates go off at around the time we want them to go off. Any second now. Any second now. Here we go! Okay, so the majesty of Mejiro Bright is as following. Her lovely spring breeze is not a very high speed unique, but it is an extremely long duration unique. It lasts for frickin' ever, buddy. Just blooming ages. So, on a long track like this, so long as she has enough stamina to finish the track, she is guaranteed speed carryover. Now, admittedly, we're not hitting Nimble Navigator yet, so we're a little bit behind in terms of the acceleration. Well, simply Rudolf hit it, but that's a bit late. We might not be able to catch these front runners. Admittedly, Buckroll Blessings, that is good. Homestretch Haste. Definitely plausible, but I don't think we've quite got this one. Yeah, no, unfortunate. They just front runners a bit too far ahead, and yeah. So be it. We got pretty dang close at the end there. The final placing was something like... Okay, not that close. It's okay. We can tank some losses. We've got 20 blooming runs of this today, and we've got 20 more runs of this tomorrow. And amidst all of those runs, we only need to win 3 times in one 5-run batch. That's not a particularly hard target to reach. One front run, one pace. Everything else is end closers. And again, these guys also look like they kind of know what they're doing. The Nurse Titans especially are going to be a bit of a threat. We're running on straightaway spurt for acceleration. Those guys have the gold version of straightaway spurt. And you know what they say about the gold version? It's somehow better. There's a whole bunch of gold ships around here, as is to be completely expected in this sort of environment. This is the home of the gold ship, the long race. Six, 7, 8 is the... Ooh. Simply Rudolf getting a bit aggressive with her positioning. That's fine. I don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. So long as Bright is in 4th to 7th, Gold Ship ideally is in 6th, but anywhere behind 6th is also fine. Simply Rudolf can be wherever, honestly. She doesn't have any special position-based stuff to worry about. Here it is, the lovely spring breeze. That's speed carryover, baby. And right on time, Golshi ult as well. I'm just gonna drift towards the late race with all this lovely speed we've got. Both pro curvatures go off as well. Catching up with those front runners. Well, that's front runner, singular. It's Rudolf who gets Nimble Navigator. And White Lightning as well. I didn't even think about that, but that's real. Unfortunately, she looks to be a bit blocked. But I think we can still make something out of this. I think we can still make something out of this. But oh... As much as we're making something out of this, Nurse Taishin also making something out of this. Fine Might is doing a lot. It is doing a lot. We're hitting all our speed skills. Not quite enough. Very close. Extremely close. Only a head in it. Well, second is still second. And by still second, I mean it's not first. So, it doesn't matter. And closes, huh? Trouble of running in a situation where your plan is just to end closer all over everybody is you're not the only end closer in the race. The other end closers, they are also completely capable of end closing all over everybody. And that's what they did. Two front runners here, Airgroove Kitasan Black, Ogre Cap, and Daiwa Scarlet Pace. So the end closing is mostly being left to us. Just that one Nurse Taishin to watch out for. Of course, they could also get away with front running everywhere as well. That is always a possibility. And I mean, don't discount the late surgers and the pace chasers. They are not incapable of winning. They've just got to get a little bit luckier than the rest of us. Rushed is maybe rough. Mejiro right behind her position, but the pack is pretty tight together, so I'm pretty sure she can make that back. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. Remember, 7th is for magic position for Mejiro Bright, 6th is for magic position for Golshi. And all this jostling for position doesn't really matter too much at this point. Okay, here's our lovely Spring Breeze. Wonderful. Now, it is a little out of position for Golshi, so no Golshi ult. But I don't think Golshi cares. Look where she is. She's right where she wants to be. Already buried right up against the pace chasers. Those guys probably aren't going to make it. We hit straightaway spurts, 2 of them. Can we get Nibble Nav? We cannot, but we... Do we need it? I don't think we need it. Look. Kitasan Black who? We're already past that. We're already way ahead. You know, end close is the strongest in the late race, and when they're already pulled that far up to the back of the rest of the pack, that advantage is just going to pull them right into the front on the final stretch. Yeah, Even the camera work doesn't quite know where to go. Mejiro Bright is just out of here. 7 lengths. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. One, 2, 3. That's back where we want to be, buddy. Okay, so 6 lengths, 7 lengths. That's like 13 lengths before anyone else got even close. Love to see it. Can we make it 3 wins in our very first attempt? Can we just easy in and out, straightforward, what you love to see? Because if we can, then that's beautiful. A little bit of hydration. Oh, bourbon, yeah. You know, I haven't looked at their stats, but I'm feeling moderately confident about our ability to win this lobby, looking at just these numbers. That's... maybe she can do it, but 700 is really pushing it with stamina. She might just die horribly. In which case, we're the one who built stamina here. We can just roll over this. Is our room a stand? There's our Jocelyn. It's always a little relaxing, this bit of a race. Yeah, sure, they're running their little legs off, but you know, it's just for fun at this point. It's only when it gets a bit later on that it starts getting really competitive. I say that they're competing all the time. You know how these horses are. Carmine, Pro Curvature, lovely. And hopefully Mejiro Bright can stay in that beautiful 7th plus position. Because if she does, then right about now. I still don't have the timing right. Any set. There we go. That's for 1,600 mark. And that's exactly what we were looking for. Spring Breeze procs, Gold Sheep procs. We're getting our speed carryover on Mejiro Bright. We're already pretty dang close to the pack ahead. That's good both in terms of winning, but also in terms of potentially hitting Nimble Navigator off of them. Yes, there, in fact, it is. Oh, and Radiant Star as well. White Simply Rudolf just hits everything. Mejiro Bright already in first. Gold Ship already in second. Simply Rudolf already in third. And the gap is widening. I don't think any of those units back there stand the slightest chance of breaking through this. And behold, thine Emperor's divine might. We are out of there. We are so far out of there. 3 wins. Attempt number 1. That right there is the good stuff. Gold chip is for one who eventually gets the win, but all three of our horses, Group A, qualified. By the way, all three of our horses, they just nailed it. You know, sometimes you don't get lucky, sometimes you get lucky 3 times at once. That's how things work in the world of horse. Let me grab our little tickets here. Tickets, please. Thank you. Run number 2. Keep up the pace. We are on pace to not get cut off by the day rolling over. Hopefully. As long as I don't get distracted by anything halfway through, we are good for that. How's the lobby looking? Who do we have to watch out for here? Pace chaser Symboli Rudolf is bold. Remember, Symboli Rudolf needs... In fact, there's a lot of pace chasing going on here. Ooh. Symboli Rudolf, for reference, needs 3 overtakes to get her really strong unique off. You know which 3 people you're overtaking from the pace chaser position? Well, if you're in 4th, then in this particular case you can overtake the 2 other pace chasers, but... Okay, yeah, none of those horses are a threat to us, I dare say. Can we find that? There we go. This is maybe the biggest worry for us. 1 gold recovery, cutting it moderately close. But you know, maybe she gets away with it. But maybe she doesn't. What then? Yeah, we do our usual stuff. We just mill around back here for a little bit. We are the end closers. Our job is to end and then close. Simple as. Yeah, you know how it's going. Oh, someone else brought Daring Strike. Nice, nice, I like it. I like what you're working with there. That Golshi is very far up. We're in good position for Mejiro Bright. We're not in the best position for Golshi, but ninth is still going to work. It's still going to work just fine. Second now. We're going to get the bright idea. Okay, no, she does get to proc her ult, that Mejiro, not Mejiro, Mihono Bourbon. Lovely spring breeze. It is lovely. And anchors away. There is a terrifying boat coming up behind you, my friends. Mejiro Bright now at the front of the pack. Daring Strike from Symboli Rudolf. Yes, all push up, all push up. Gold Ship, what are you doing back there? Ooh, Radiant Star, is that good enough timing to get us a bit of acceleration? Dare I suggest? Well, we hit Nimble Nav as well, so that's extra good. We like it when the Navigator is nimble. Mejiro Bright second. Mejiro Bright second. A bit late for Radiant Star there, Golshi. Being said, we've got a lot of home stretch skill. We're not in the lead right now, but we can easily take it. Easily take it. Any second now, easily take it. I think we've got it. Oh, that looks like we've got it. Unless there's a sudden gold ship out of nowhere. No, we do, in fact, got it. The victory. Ah, but it's always so tense when it's end closes. Yeah, see, Mejiro Bright wouldn't quite have got it. But luckily, Symboli Rudolf, and this is the first time I've run a Symboli Rudolf, and it's actually gone great for me as well, is the other thing to note. I love TRACKBLAZER. I love being able to make horses that can do this, and just... and bam, and over the finish line, you know. And closes. Simple as that. Who are we up against here? Another Mejiro Bourbon, Hishi Amazon. There could be something in that. Stamina. Oh, she's dying. 900. No gold skill. They're just not building the stamina, buddy. They're not building it. But you know who is building the stamina? Me. Me. You saw how much stamina all of my Umas had. They are not running out. If they've run out of stamina, something terrible has happened. We are golden on stamina. So when I show up and I see a lobby full of people who have a lot less stamina than me over 3,200 meter track, have you ever run 3,200 meters? These guys have. I have as well. It's pretty bloody long, I'll tell you that. I do not have the stamina to run 3,200 meters right now. I barely had stamina to run 3,200 meters back when I was, like, doing athlete stuff. Well, I mean, I could run it at, like, a relaxed pace, obviously, but at a competitive pace, it's like, oh, you are running out of oxygen, buddy. Just a ton of lactic acid, just a horrible experience. But hey, and then you get to go, woohoo, I won the 3,200 meters. So it's worth it, right? Lovely spring breeze. That's our speed carryover. Bit early on Radiant Star, that's fine. Pro Curvature. Golshi, again, just completely forgetting the back positions. No, Golshi wants to be a pace chaser, buddy. Very well disguised end closer. And late race now. Nimble Navigator, all three straightaway spurts, very good. Nimble Navigator as well. White Lightning is acceleration, remember. Not a huge amount, but it's a non-zero amount. And what did I tell you? 1, a 2, a 3, and with a pretty sizable lead at that. You've got to build for stamina. You've got to build for stamina. 1,000 is like barely enough stamina on this particular track, especially considering how blooming wet it is. When I ran this long, it was in the dry, right? It was in the middle of summer. It was really blooming hot, actually. A miserable experience. But that's Mejiro Bright. One more win for her. And distance to the rest of the pack. Just, they did not stand a single chance of catching up. Go get him, Mejiro Bright. 1, 2, 3. Yet again. What did I tell you? We're strong. We're blooming strong. Yes. Oh, we're close. Keep it up. Keep up the pace. We got a lot to get through because these are long-ass races. You remember my previous streams? If you remember them, you might not remember them. But if you do, for a sprint, we could get it through all 20 races in under an hour. Well, each of these races is like 3 sprints worth of race in length. Okay, here we've got some real front runners. Some real front runners. Yep, those are real. That one's real as well. That's mine. Real front runners. Let's see what they can do against some real end closers. We do also have some real end closers on the other teams, because as you can see, this is again a free Golshi scenario. This is to be expected. This is a normal number of Golshis to see in any long CM for the foreseeable future. Now, the fact that this is a multi-front scenario means that those front runners are going to be able to pick up some real distance before we start closing in again. But that's alright. Okay, Mejiro Bright. I'm going to need you to stay in 7th. That's not 7th. I know what the number 7 looks like. That ain't it. You see where Golshi is? Yeah, go there. Go there. Well, this is exactly what I should have expected, to be honest. It's fine. This is normal. End closers just do this sometimes. We're in 5th. Might mean we get a late proc on Golshi though, depending on what those other Golshis do. Late proc is actually good because it means we get some carryover. Yep. Yep, I think we've timed it right for a late proc. Okay, we were a bit light on everything else happening, but we get our spurt straight away. This might not be our race. And not bad timing on Radiant Star. Maybe we stand a ghost of a chance. But again, those front runners got a pretty dang good lead. No, we're catching, we're definitely catching. But are we catching? Oh, it's always so close. No, I think Golshi's got it. The other Golshi, not our Golshi. Our Golshi does not got it. She doesn't. But that other gold ship, she had it. Gold ship got 2nd and gold ship got 3rd. If you're wondering why every race has 3 gold ships in it, maybe the Golshi 1, 2, 3 is, you know, indicative of perhaps why that might be a common occurrence. Do you guys like Gold Ship? I'm a big fan of Gold Ship, you know? It's always nice when the horses that you like and the horses that are really strong are the same horses. That's a nice thing to have. 3 gold ships. 3 freaking gold ships. It is the way of things. That's my gold ship. I was wondering why it looked so familiar. This person actually knows how to build their front runner. This gold ship does not concern me. Where's the third gold ship? Ooh, yeah, that's a third gold ship, all right. That's a third gold ship. There's something I'm not seeing on this gold ship. Are you not seeing what I'm not seeing? Yeah, that's what I thought. Where's her straightaway spurt, buddy? Where is it? Where's her acceleration skills? How is she achieving that world famous end closer acceleration? Answer: perhaps she is not. Okay, that at least makes me more confident in our ability to ruin these people's day with our end closers. A little more confident. Again, our positioning is kind of the reverse order from what we would kind of expect. That's fine. It's not the best, but it's fine. We can fix this, and even if we don't fix this, we can just get lucky. That is, after all, the end closer way. You just get lucky, and then you win races. Straight away adept. Okay, that's more like it in terms of positioning. We went straight from the back to fourth. I think all the runners in front of us hit pace down. 1,600 coming up. That means we're in position. Lovely spring breeze. It is categorically a very lovely breeze. It's going to carry us right to most of the way through the late race, actually. Again, I've said this already, the duration on that skill is insane. The power of that skill is low, but the duration, oh, it is so durational. You have no idea. Oh, and late radiant start as well. Good timing. We do miss our straightaway spurt. Yeah, it's fine. Look, we've got the acceleration. We've got the speed carryover. What else do we need? Okay, Mejiro Bright is currently kind of tied for first with Bio Hayahide of all people. Well, stranger things have happened, but now we're in end close territory. Now we're on the final straight. The time has come. And at this point, yeah, they are not catching that. Not a chance. 1-2-5. Not exactly a 1-2-3, but looks like Symboli Rudolf got a bit blocked back there. Happens to the best of us, right? It does literally happen to the best of us. You've seen it happen in your runs. Getting blocked is just the natural state of Umamusume. Whenever you want to go somewhere, there is always someone in front of you. Okay, let's see, front runs. Is that going to be a runaway Suzuka, or is it going to be a regular Suzuka? There's an easy way to find out. You know what that way is? It's called Go Look at Her. Well, first things first. Ooh, you're a bit low on stamina, buddy. You're maybe okay for stamina. Yeah, that's a making you track Suzuka right there. Tough ass. So those front runners could definitely pose a little bit of a threat to us. Well, that... the Suzuka at least. Okay. Yeah, when you've got multiple front runners like that, look at the gap they open up. It's fine. They open a gap, we close the gap. Positioning very solid so far. Very solid indeed. As long as Mejiro Bright doesn't go any further back. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm watching that number, Mejiro Bright. I'm watching it. 7. Magic number. 7. Not 8. Not 9. 7. Yeah, that's right. Proc some skills. Proc some skills. 200 meters. Just stay there. Or go forwards. I don't mind if you go forwards. Just don't go backwards. Stay there. Stay there. Very good. Very good. Okay. That's that secured. Golshi is doing ridiculous things in her position, as is normal for Golshis. That's just regular ass Golshi behavior. She knows that her ult procs sick for further back, and she is doing her best to stay nowhere near that position. And late race, we're in 4th, 5th, 6th, which is more or less exactly where we want to be considering the circumstances. Unfortunately, we're just a little too spread to get easy nimble navigators. We get our nimble navigator still, but it's a bit late. But I think we got enough overtakes there for... No, we did not. No Emperor's Divine Might this time. That's a real shame. Emperor's Divine Might, I think, could have clutched this. No, there it is. Instead, Emperor's Divine Might is what we need to just hammer it home. It goes off, overtaking that front runner to get to first place. That is goddamn right. And closing a baby. You're a little close, that one, a little close. Suzuka got a big old lead in the middle, propelled by those other front runners. And that's 4 wins. 4 wins, no problem whatsoever. Keep going, keep going. Remember, only an hour left until day rolls over. We gotta finish up before then. Okay, what have we here? If I see an A+, I'm not... What are you? What are you? Your Kida-san Black. Okay, yeah. So, of a... Someone's being strategic. You use for runaway front. You use for big debuffer ice shower. and use that to catapult your frankly ridiculous Kitasan Black to the finish line. That's gonna be scary. Gonna be a little scary. But it's okay. Spooky scary we can handle. A little bit spooky scary we can handle, and we've already won 7 out of the first 10, so if we lose this one, it's not the worst thing to ever happen to us, right? It's not like we're in a situation where we really need to win this or else everything explodes horribly. No, it's just some front runners. It's just a UG rank front runner. Fifth and sixth is pretty much perfect for us. Be nice if things could just stay like that. Yep. But yes, that is the strength of your runaway catapult right there. Front runners will try and overtake if they're not in front. They'll try and overtake because they want to be in front and they're not. So you run the runaway, whose job is to run away, and yeah, she's not gonna make it, but she is gonna make your Kitasan Black just absolutely haul ass. And now there is our middle point. Spring Breeze is in play, Anchors Away is in play. Now, the other thing I'm hoping is that maybe we can catch up with the back of those pace chasers, or maybe that runaway. Okay, we've got the timing to speed carry over. Nimble Nav. Nimble Nav is good. Nimble Nav is very good. We're in second. It's just Kitasan Black we've got to catch now. And she's ahead, but I don't know if she's ahead enough. I don't know if she's ahead enough. We're still catching her, buddy. Yeah. Okay, this is gonna be a close one. This is gonna be a close one. The camera is focusing on not where I'd be looking, but now. Okay, 200 meters. We've got the overtake. UG. Who? Very well planned, well executed strategy, but doesn't matter how well you execute it. Mejiro frickin' bright people. There are people out there on the internet who are massively underestimating this horse. And she's a long specialist, stamina stockpile, and she made it happen, buddy. She made it happen. Satisfying. Satisfying as all heck. Give it a round of applause, everyone. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. You know, that was a tough one. That one had me a little bit scared. But scared is not something that we need to be. We can just win. We can just do it. Easy as. Okay, next up, hopefully no more of that nonsense. Christmas Oguri, but A plus. Yeah, these numbers are. Well, man, Bourbon has the stamina. At least she might actually make it. Rest of these maybe not so much. Here, on the other hand, 1,000 stamina, almost exactly 1 gold recovery. Might not do it. 1,000. Best in Japan. Interesting. 1,001 gold. 1,500 and 1 gold. I am mildly confident. Let's say. Mildly. Best in Japan. Yeah, you can run that now. You see that horse right there? That one's for best in Japan. Crazy. There's so many horses in Japan. That one. That one's for best. Sorry, I can't do this. Standard jostling for position. Again, as is completely normal, the gold ship. You put her in a position, and odds are that position is any position except the one unique triggers in. It's just like training. You put her in a position, and that position is anything except training. Well, that's why she's so good on TRACKBLAZER, right? Because TRACKBLAZER, you're only hitting the training buttons like 8 times a run, maybe. Bit more than that, honestly. Bit more than that. But you get my drift. Man, these long races must be tough on the blooming commentators. You ever think about that? You ever think about that? Like, I'm starting to get a little commentated out. That guy who was doing the whole moving behind her as number 7 gold ship, directly behind her as Mejiro bright, all that kind of thing at high pace the whole dang time. He's not shutting up. He's got to be getting really fed up with this nonsense by now. Well, I like our position here. I like it. Categorically. I mean, we are a bit far back. If I had a minor complaint, we're a bit far back. But, you know, minor thing. Minor frickin' thing. There's Nimble Nav. We are no longer a bit far back. We are, in fact, a bit far front. Yeah. Emperor's Divine Might. Yeah, we've got a pretty decent hold on this one. We've got number 1. I'm pretty dang certain that's number 1 right there. Look, there's no one even near her. Now, numbers 2 and 3 may have gone to anyone, really, but those numbers do not matter. Except when we get them. When we get them, we brag about them because it's awesome. But when other people get them, it's fine because we got first. And first is the one that gives you the win. 2.5 lengths. Not bad. Not bad at all, Mejiro bright. 2 wins. 2 wins. You know, this could be the time. These are maybe the strongest horses compared to the average power level of the field that I have brought into a champions meeting so far. This could be the time we score a 5 winner on stream. It could happen. This could be it. It could also not be it. That is an equal possibility. Especially because there's some gnarly stuff here. Yeah, these are some guys who have builds that are similar to... similar-ish. Similar-ish, bit low on stamina. Maybe enough stamina. You're really risking it, buddy. How about you? Okay, you You are having a different experience. I'm not concerned about your amount of stamina whatsoever. Yeah, okay. So those are our real foes in this race, I'd say. It's gonna be a bit of an obstacle. Bit of an obstacle. But I'm quietly confident. I'm not like yelling or anything. I'm not like, "Whoa, we're gonna win this one. Whoa." I'm quietly confident. We might win. Our chance of winning is extant. Oh yeah. Just horsing it up. Good news is Mejiro Bourbon up front doesn't have too much chasing her down, so there's not going to be as huge a gap as if we were trying to chase down a multi-pace, multi-front pack. You can see the size of that gap, and it is not the largest gap. Good positions all round, really. Gold Ship again has parked her backside in fourth, because that is the home of Gold Ship, who is supposed to be an end closer. Right? 1600 coming up. Here is a lovely spring breeze, the ridiculously long-lasting speed skill. Now look where Gold she is. Look where she is. Look at. She's all the way up there. Okay, going to come up to start of the Axel zone. Now White Lightning perfectly timed there. Symboli Rudolf. Straightaway spurt up. She misses straightaway spurt, but we hit Nimble Navigator on Mejiro Bright. And just like that, first place is ours, second place is ours. The gap is being closed in a little bit. That Gold Ship behind us is really trying to overtake us. It's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna run faster than her. We are gonna run faster than her. Please? Please? Yeah, that's more like it. Just our Gold Ship wins the Gold Ship. And again, you remember what I said about 3 Gold Ships per race? Well, this wasn't a 3 Gold Ship race, but again, the 2 Gold Ships in the race, they got first and they got second, so if you're wondering what the correct strategy was on this track, you know, maybe you got a little bit of a hint there. A little bit of a hint. Free wins. Free wins, buddy. Free wins. Again, those are the numbers we want to see. Those are the numbers we're getting. The dream is not dead. The dream is very much alive. But we're back in the UG zone. Oh, we are very back in the UG zone. That's not 1 UG, that is 2 UGs. As a wise man once said, OGs. I'm sure someone wise has said that at least once. Let's go and gaze upon the... That's not them. Gaze upon the... 4 stats above 1,000. Because, you know... Why not? Yep. Why not? So, chasing that down is going to be a little bit concerning. Or to put it in a more normal voice, chasing that down is going to be a little bit concerning. But, well, we do have the strongest end closers, so it would make sense that the game is giving us its toughest battles. Yeah. Rushed is not what we want to see. This is, after all, a stamina game, first and foremost. Positions are basically as good as we could ask for, though. For the time being, at least. For once, the horses are behaving themselves. Ish. Nope, they heard me, they freaking heard me. They heard what I said and they went, okay, we're no longer behaving ourselves. We are in fact very naughty horses. So, no gentle spring breeze just yet, I'm afraid. Golshi, it's gonna be up to you. Yeah, front runner heavy lobby is a little bit harder for Mejiro Bright. At the very least, we get straightaway spurts off. But that gap, you see how far ahead those two front runners are. Okay, now we get it. Good news, it's probably going to last long enough to go all the way to the finish line. Bad news, we've got one hell of a mountain to overcome here. We're already on the home stretch. And those front runners are just way too far ahead. They had a really good race. We had a really bad race. We have really strong builds, so do they. They have crazy strong builds. Rudolf, too late. They've already won. Yeah. Well, again, the counterpart of just get lucky. Sometimes you just get unlucky. It can happen both ways. And that's fine, because we've got our free wins. We've got our free wins, and we can even make it 4. We can make it 4 right now. 4 is a perfectly lovely number of wins to have. Some might even say a wonderful number. Some might say not. But the people who say not, we do not listen to them. We do not care for their opinions. What's going on here? Someone's gonna have a bad day. You might have a bit of a better day. Yeah, you've actually got some amount of stamina. You, on the other hand, do not. So, already, I'm feeling a lot better about the 4-win proposal. Already feeling a lot better about it. those poor. Those guys are gonna have a terrible time. I love that somehow we've ended up in a situation where, again, just like how we started out, the very first race of the day, we are back in the situation of Mejiro Bright being too far forwards to activate her skill. Too far back is a regular concern. Too far forwards is a really weird concern. It's normal for Goldship. Goldship lives too far forwards. That is her element, is being too far forwards. Mejiro Bright, on the other hand, is in third. Okay, there you go, Goldship. Take over third place for us. These horses, I swear, they do not listen. Okay, all someone needs to do is just nose in front. It's not going to happen, is it? No, no. Pressure of curvature. It might happen. It might happen. These silly creatures. We might get some speed carryover. Ooh, we might get some acceleration carryover. We might get a lot of stuff happening, buddy. Yes, I personally am suddenly look where Mejiro Bright is. All the way out there. And our other end closers are not doing too bad either, and everyone else's end closers are not in the picture. It's for 1-2-3s, buddy. You hit for 1-2-3s, and then you 1-2-3 it. You can tell I'm slowly going insane. If this was a short track, a mile track, I would have finished this half an hour ago. But yes, what did I say? 4 wins. We have it in the bag. You know, as good as getting that 1-2-3 was, you know, sometimes you want a little bit more competition than that. That was kind of a bit too easy. You know, make me work for it. Work for it a little. And well, we've been doing really well in these, so one more for good measure. And by one more, I mean 5 more, because that's how this works. They come in 5s. You can't stop with just one. That's not the done thing. No front this time around. That simply Rudolf is going to be in a lucky pace then, presumably. Well, in any case, our plan has not changed. Our plan is for our end closers to engage in end closer activities and then hopefully win. You know, as simple as that. This is the stuff. This is the stuff right here. Okay, 8th. We kind of don't want to be in 8th. We want to be in 7th. We especially don't want to be in 9th. 9th is right out. On the other hand, Golshi is in 4th, yet again. Well, now she's in 5th, but for elementary, right? So does someone want to just poke us into... I was about to say poke us into 6th. No, we're in 3rd now. Okay. Straightaway spurt, straightaway spurt, straightaway spurt. Can we get a Nimble Nav in there? Yes, we can. A little bit late, but hey, late's better than never. Okay, now all our stuff hits. This is gonna be a little close. This is gonna be a little close. Behold thine emperor's divine might. But Golshi's still in front. We're not catching that. No. We got real close. We got real damn close. But real damn close is not actually first place. It's still second place. And by second I mean third, because there was another horse in there as well. How close were we? Oh, 1 length exactly. Okay. Okay, so the 5-win dream is now dead, but... Yes. Zweighawk, you will be perhaps happy to know that I have been winning quite a lot, in fact. Out of my first 16 races, I have won 11 of them. And we're going to 20 today. We're going to 20 races. Hopefully I can win 15 out of 20. That would be like a lovely number of races to win, I think. Let's take a look. What are we looking at here? Pace, pace, pace. A lot of pace chasers. 2 fronts. Let's not get distracted. Let's lock in. Okay. I say let's not get distracted because I totally got distracted there. I'll be honest with you. I looked away for a second. I was thinking about 3 different things at once. I do have ADHD. How could you tell? Okay. As for the start of the race, we're milling about section. A lot of fronts, a lot of paces means that we're maybe good for Golshi position here. Golshi wants to be 6th or further back. We are not looking great for Mejiro Bright position, but she is kind of close to where she wants to be, physically speaking. But numerically speaking, no. We ain't there. It's not happening yet. 7th, 8th, 9th. We are in closes, so this is, in theory, our territory, right? This is where the end closers hang out. They chill around here, and then the mid-race comes. Here goes Golshi. That's Golshi right there. You see that? That's Golship. And now she is going to push up and hopefully cause a whole bunch of trouble for all these people in front of us. Hopefully. It would be very nice if you could do that. Very nice. Come on, be nice. Play along. That's right, Goldship, you want to win the race for me? Okay, we hit Nimble Navigator on Rudolf. We hit White Lightning. Goldship is up into third. She's up into second now. Admittedly, first is properly hauling ass out there. First place, Kirsan Black has hit basically perfect front runner opportunity. So that's going to be a little bit difficult to catch. We do have Buckarola's Blessings on our side. We do have Behold, Thine Emperor's Divine Might from Symboli Rudolf. Let's take a look at the gap. The gap is closing. I think that we can close it. I think we have closed it. We are, in fact, the beautiful horse first place from Goldship. I asked her very nicely if she could win it, and lo and behold, what did she do? I think it's kind of looking like she won it, buddy. I think that's approximately what happened. Damn right. Of course, we've got to get kicked in the face, as is customary. As is the nature of horses. Let's see. Yep, 2.5 lengths. Not even close, my friends. Not even close. Okay. That's one Rin. The curse of being watched is broken. You know, rule number whatever of horses, I don't know how many rules of horses there are, I keep making them up. Rule number whatever of horses, whenever you look at them, they misbehave. That's just how horse works. You understand? The strongest horse is the invisible horse. I say to this, no fronts. No fronts, just ends, paces, and lates. Let's see, do you know what stamina is? You do not know what stamina is. You are going to die horribly. Do you know? No, that's not what I wanted to click. Do you know what stamina is? 900? Nope. No. Okay, that's already a good sign for me. How about you? 1,000. Okay, you're Ugly Cap, so you probably do have stamina. Yes. You, 1,100. Swinging Maestro, you can potentially survive. And you... maybe. A little bit competitive for us, a little bit challenging, but we are proceeding with a moderate amount of confidence. We have a reason to believe that the potential for victory is there. And it looks like it is that Rice Shao who has taken the lucky pace position. That's good for us. That's good for us because of reasons. Now, of course, we are in the milling about stage of the race again. For this part of the race, you're just jostling. You're just jostling around, you know? You're just, you know, shaking it out a little bit. Shaking it out. As is to be expected, you look at where Goldship is. She is ahead of her position. You look at where Mejiro Bride is. She is behind her position. Okay, she's back into position now. That's more like it. Goldship, you are in third. Why are you in third? What are you doing up there? Regular Goldship activities. Remember, end closer, right? End closer. End closer AI says you want to be at... Okay, now she's at the back of the pack. Well, I mean, it is a full lobby of the dang thing, so I guess this was bound to happen. In fact, weirder and weirder things happening here. Symboli Rudolf, here's our lovely spring breeze, by the way. Symboli Rudolf being all the way up there means that Emperor's Divine Might is actually off the table unless she falls back a bit. In order to behold Thine Emperor's Divine Might, she needs to overtake 3 people. Well, 3 horses. Count them. 1, 2, 3. If she's in third, there are only 2 horses in front of her. She cannot overtake 3 of them. But on the other hand, if she overtakes 2 of them, then she's in first place. So really, what's the problem, right? Right? Oh, we hit Nimble Navigator. We hit straight away Spurt. Those are some good hits right there. Nimble Navigator on Symboli Rudolf as well means that we have now first place. We have in second place Golshi. And Mejiro Bright is making a pretty decent run for third right about now. That being said, I think Rudolf has got this. I think Symboli Rudolf has this in the bag. I hope. That Goldship is kind of catching up. But no, she's too far back. She can't make it. She cannot overtake us. That's another win for us, buddy. Another win for my wonderful horse. And my other 2 wonderful horses by association, because this is a team race, remember? First, third, fourth. Not bad at all. How big was the margin? 3 lengths, not even close. You can fit 3 whole horses in that gap. Not even close. Okay. Let's take a look at this next pack of fools who we are going to be destroying on the racetrack. Another lucky pace scenario. This is the ends and fronts situation, but we've been a little light on fronts recently. These are hovering around the 900 mark. 1,000. Okay, you might survive. You aren't. You don't have a chance. And how about you? 901 gold. Ooh, that's going to be tough. 1,001 gold. You kind of want 2 golds if you're sitting around the 1,000 mark. 1,001 gold, but you do have a recovery skill. Okay. Remember, it's the stamina track, 3,200 meters. I don't know if anyone who's listening to this has run 3,200 meters before, but it's a bloomin' long distance. Let's see how things go. Notably as well, Matakani Tenhouse's recovery is positionally... Why are you in first place, Symboli Rudolf? I'm not going to question it. I'm not going to... They do what they want. They are free-spirited creatures, and when it comes to racing, who cares about strategy or whatever? They're just gonna go where they want to go. You know, the Japanese Racing Association would not hire me as a commentator. I do not have decorum to stay calm and professional about horses. Rushed isn't good. We don't like it when they're rushed. This is a stamina track. Rushed makes them lose stamina. We don't want them to lose stamina. We want them to have lots of stamina, so that they can run forever. Okay, there we go, Mejiro Bright. 6 is good. 6 is good. Remember your positionals. 6 is fine for Mejiro Bright. 7th is also fine, but it's fine. Look, it happened. The thing that we wanted to happen, it happened, and now everything is beautiful and lovely in the world. Gold Ship, again, is not going to rank us away, but who cares about that, right? She's already in 4th place. The whole point of Anchors Away is to get her into 4th place. Spring Breeze, the lovely Spring Breeze, the reason why it's lovely, aside from all the other reasons that are also true for why it's lovely, is because it's a speed carryover. We hit the acceleration zone here, we hit the late race, we hit Nimble Navigator, that I love. We've got this in the bag, by the way. We're in 2nd. 1st place, well, they've got some distance, but that distance is being eaten up, and they're out of distance. We're in 1st place now. Our 1st place, not yours. Ours. And again, we're the end closer. We have the advantage once we hit the late race. The people who are not end closing, they can't close as well as we close, because we're the end closers. And this is the end. The final 200 meters. And that margin is not small. Not small at all. We're so good at this. Look at us go. We've got this. We're unstoppable in terms of horse. This is some of the best horse I've horsed in a long time. Let me tell you that. Thank you, Mejiro Bright, for winning yet another one for us. What was the gap there? Pretty sizable, I would say. 3 wins. Can we make it another 4-win finish? I don't know, but I certainly hope so, because that would be very nice. You know, if I had to give my personal opinion on how many wins I'd like, 5 is the ideal number, but, well, we can't achieve 5 because we already lost 1. 4, however, would be an acceptable compromise. So, let's make 4. I'm seeing a lot of A's and S's here, considering that we have scored a double S. And in addition, we've got all 3 of the end. Yeah, no, that's not making it, buddy. Unless you're packing a whole bunch of stamina. You're not packing a whole bunch of stamina skills in there, buddy. Are you? No. Super Creek, what do you have? Nope. Firm course is not even a firm course. The course is not firm. It's soggy as heck. How about you, my friend? 900 stamina. Yeah. 7. Okay. So, as far as things go, as far as my calculations of our odds of winning go, considering that nothing that's being brought here has enough stamina except for our beautiful horses who have so much, they can go forever. I am, once again, convinced that we are in a very good spot as far as winning this race goes. This may be the most winnable race yet, and considering that we've won some races previously that were difficult to win, hopefully that bodes well for the race that is less difficult. I'd also like to point out, by the way, each of these is a 9-horse race of which we are providing 3 of the horses. The other 6 horses are other people's. Therefore, if we were completely average, you would expect us to win 1 in 3. We're winning more than that. These are very good horses. These are excellent horses. Yet again, as well, I should keep my stupid mouth shut. I was about to say yet again as well, they are playing nice with our positionals. Okay, after I kept my stupid mouth shut, they are now, once again, playing nice with the positionals. And hopefully they can stay there. Stay there, don't move. Well, I mean, do move in the sense of your forwards velocity, but... Lovely spring breeze. Again, lovely spring breeze. It is not a very fast speed skill. It does not make you go ridiculously fast. It does, however, last forever. Well, not literally forever, but it lasts for 20 seconds-ish base if you've got a whole bunch of stamina, which we do. Multiplied by the course length is another 3.2, so basically forever. The important thing, of course, is it lasts long enough to miss straightaway spurt on 2 out of our 3 horses. It's okay. Symboli Rudolf is making it up for it by hitting all the acceleration skills. And look at that. 1, a 2, a 3. Intense Gaze goes off. There isn't even anyone to look at to apply that to. That's just a completely useless skill, but she's doing it for the hell of it. The blessings, likewise, and behold, thine Emperor's divine might. We have position 1, we have position 2, we have position 3. The question is no longer if we're going to win. The question is just who gets the victory, and this time it is the horse who hit all 3 of her acceleration skills. It is Symboli Rudolf. Thank you very much, Symboli Rudolf, for the demonstration. And that, my friends, is all 20 of our races done. And yet another 1, 2, 3 finish for our collection. We did not, I'm afraid, get the coveted 5-win victory, but we got 4 wins, a whole bunch, which is basically good enough, right? Excellent rewards. Let's check our runner history. Okay. Quick maths. 35% plus 25% plus 15%. Does anyone here know how to calculate numbers? Because I do. That's 75%, buddy. That's 3 out of 4. That's not even, like, average is 33%. Double average would be 66%. We 75%. We are unstoppable in terms of horse. And that, I think, is where I am going to leave things horse-wise for today. We are winning so well. Look at the top 3 rate as well. We're just, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, thank you everyone for showing up. Anyone who is watching the VOD as well, I would like you to know, these horses, they deserve a reward. They've been running very well. I will be back later for more horse. But for now, that was the round, and I shall sign off. Goodbye.